Just the other day, Exonation, Joe Biden, the Vice President of the United States, surprised a lot of people. That's putting it mildly from what I've heard from friends and associates in the United States when he said the following. The American people are so much stronger, so much more resolved than any enemy can fully understand. And as a nation, we're united. And when people harm Americans, we don't retreat, we don't forget. Then he said, we take care of those who are grieving, and when it's finished, they should know we will follow them to the gates of hell until they're brought to justice, because hell is where they'll reside. How did you take what Joe Biden said? Was this an administration episode of good cop, bad cop?
Well, look, Joe Biden is part of the problem, not part of the solution. He doesn't have to go to hell to catch the bad guys. He can go to, I don't know, Texas, Arizona, California. They're getting in the border, and this administration is suing Arizona, who's trying to keep illegal criminals out of their country. So Joe Biden doesn't have to go all the way to hell. This is rhetoric, Rob, written by a speechwriter, because Joe Biden sees that riding on Air Force One is a hoot, man. You know, you have a few drinks, you go wherever you want, you know, life's beautiful, and he's seeing that Hillary may be able to be beaten. That was Joe Biden's entrance into the presidential campaign, that rhetoric. He is part of the problem, not part of the solution in America.
We've got 9/11 anniversary coming up in a few days. Do you anticipate any problems?
Yes, I do.
What are you expecting, Tom? What does your experience in this field tell you? Last time it was Benghazi. What do you think will happen this time?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a strike in the United States. I would bet there's going to be strikes in Europe. Mm-hmm. In outside the United States. My guess is there are 20 to 50 jihadis planning strikes in the United States, but we have such a good system. In fact, one of the folks up in the northern border some years back was caught up there wanting to wreak destruction. Our infrastructure, our law enforcement and counterterrorism infrastructure, and our capability to listen to the bad guys is so good. A lot of this stuff is stopped and never told to the public for a lot of reasons. Mm-hmm. But I would not be surprised if a Mumbai type of event where a couple of guys just go nuts in a mall occurred. That would not surprise me. The chatter is that there's biological weapons that folks want to use. Here's the rationale for this. We are at our weakest right now. The president has demonstrated absolute weakness. The enemy, particularly with ISIS, which is really the Islamic State, they are at their strongest. There is no better time to strike your enemy than when they're at their weakest on their most symbolic day.
Yeah.
So all the metrics are there for an attack, and we know they're planning it. It's just a matter of whether or not they're going to be able to execute.
Tom, I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know that you have to get ready. Where are you heading off to?
We are going to Boston on September 9th, the Israel Security Summit, with Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, General Jerry Boykin, General Tom McInerney, and Gary Bernson from the CIA. And then on the 11th, I'm speaking at Washington, D.C. on the Mall to 2 million bikers.
Do me a favor, Tom. Take care of yourself. Be safe. And give my best to all the people you just mentioned who've been on the show over the last couple of weeks. Tom, great pleasure talking to you. Keep the great work up, my friend.
Thank you very much, Rob. Take care.
Bye-bye. Exonation, Tom Trenton has been my guest to this hour. www.theunitedwest.org. My name is Rob McConnell. This is The X Zone. I'll be back after the news. Don't go away.